How do I get over my twin flame, my specific person, the person I love? Yeah, this is the topic of this video. Make sure you watch till the end because I am giving you tips on how to do just that. But before we start, I would like to point out again, you're most likely not dealing with a true twin flame. And a monadic twin flame, if you're wondering what is a monadic twin flame, then please watch my video on different types of divine counterparts. A monadic twin flame, you would not try to get over them because there's nothing but genuine good feelings, even though you are or may be in separation. In order to attract a monadic twin flame, you already will have dealt with all of that pain from the past. You just are in peace, and there may be some triggering going on because they're different from what you have expected, and then you have to get used to that. There may be some old shadows, not the big stuff anymore, but it's a very harmonious connection even in separation. And the split twin flames, yes, they can be quite chaotic in the beginning, and I understand that there may be short periods of time where you think, yes, I just want to get over them. It is too much. However, even in a split twin connection, a genuine split twin connection, it is the soul's purpose of evolving. So your soul will not get you out of that easily. Instead, your soul, your higher self, will aid you by giving you some kind of information, or the right coach, the right YouTube videos, the right book, or whatever that is, the right information in order for you to evolve, because that is how you recognize a true twin flame connection. It is more than just the strong connection and all of that. You can have that in other divine counterparts as well, or even in karmic connection, the intensity. But how to really recognize a true twin flame connection is you have that inner urge of feeling and evolving, and your entire life is changing. You start thinking things like, the job I do, is it the job I love? Is it my vocation? Or is it just something that I'm doing in order to get money? You will question everything in a genuine twin flame connection, because that is why they come into your life, for the journey, for the evolving, for the healing, and you have this inner urge and push. However, if you're stuck in a cycle for a long time, in a split twin flame connection, you may have short periods of, I just want to give up. I have the image of a surfer in my mind. There's no wave and they're sitting on the board, and no, oh God, it's so exhausting to just swim back to the shore. However, there's a new wave coming, and then you just get onto your board, you with less effort, and then you stay on a journey. But it very often happens that people wrongly put somebody on the twin flame pedestal because it's a intense connection, or just because it's what they want. They want to experience the twin flame journey. And sooner or later, even in the karmic connection, you realize, oh my God, this is not healthy and I want to get out. So how do you get out? Remember, we manifest what you focus on every time. So what happens if we think about this person, but then we perceive them as being absent? You're stuck in this limbo, because when you think about them and you're longing for them, you're thinking about, oh, I love them, and you're daydreaming about being with them, kissing them, being intimate with them telling you that they love you. That's the order to the universe. I want to have this person's energy in my life. But then you think, but they're not coming, and they're not doing this, they're not doing that, and they're toxic and whatever. That's also a way to recognize a true twin flame. You get out of victim mentality pretty fast, and you take responsibility for what is getting mirrored back to you. But if you're in this mentality of, yes, they are not here, or some people, unfortunately, if they're not very developed on their journey, will play the narcissist cards. They are a narcissist, blaming the other person. But you cannot, if you eat unhealthy and you get acne, it doesn't make sense to blame the mirror for showing you acne. It's your own responsibility to clear up your thoughts, to clear up your diet, to clear up your skin, so that the mirror is able to show you something else. But if you're still in this victim blaming mentality, then of course you cannot be with them, because they cannot mirror that back to you. It's your person mirrors you, your self-concept. They mirror you. Do you have any fear of loss and abandonment issues? They cannot come if you have fear of abandonment issues. And they also mirror your beliefs about love, the preferred gender, relationship, and about them. As long as you perceive them as being absent, you cannot manifest them then to come. And then you're stuck in this limbo. You cannot get out, but you cannot go on either. So you have to really make sure, what do you want? If you say, yes, I want this person, then watch out my other videos. I do have so many videos about how to manifest them, how to end ghosting, how to do the work to attract them. If you say, okay, this is like a really toxic situation and I just want to get out, remember, you manifest what you focus on. Put them in the past. First of all, forgive them, okay? You cannot blame the mirror for showing you stuff. It's not their job to show you something else. They cannot show you anything that is not inside you. And by that, I don't mean, for example, they cheat and you would say, but I'm not a cheater. How can the mirror cheating back to me? Or I'm not a liar, but they're lying. I'm not a narcissist, but they're a narcissist. Yes, but you still are attracting that because you have been cheated on in the past, for example, and you have not healed that. Or maybe you're lying to yourself by making unhealthy choices for yourself. You're lying to yourself like you want to have a specific job, but you're telling yourself, oh, but I'm too old, or it's too hard to get that. It's not hard for your soul to get anything you want. So you can see, am I lying to myself in some regard, or have I been lied to in the past and that is not healed? And so I do have the belief of people are liars and cheaters. And if that is a belief you have, then you attract a cheater, and he's mirroring that belief back to you. It doesn't mean that you are a liar cheater as well. I mean, it could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could simply be the belief that some people are liars and cheaters, and then you attract somebody who does confirm that belief. And that is necessary, because how else are you becoming aware that you have this limiting belief? And your soul wants to show you your limiting beliefs in order to overcome them. But so let's say you did actually manifest a very toxic person. Number one, of course, is you still do your inner work. You don't ask yourself, why are they like this, but why did I attract that? What in me, or maybe, dad cheated on mom and you have the belief men are cheaters. Work on that. Do the revision technique in order to change those beliefs. That's number one. Because otherwise, yes, you can still get over them. But I like to use the metaphor of the mirror again. If you eat unhealthy and you have acne, you can buy a new mirror. That new mirror will also show you acne. So you can attract another person, but they will show you the same unhealed stuff unless you have healed that. So number one is, if that person did not treat you right, work on your self-concept, work on your beliefs. And then if you still want to get over them, you see them as somebody from your past. You forgive them. Use whatever technique, Ho'oponopono, for example. Because if you create the new belief, oh, men are or women are like this, then again you're attracting the same thing all over. So you don't forgive for the other person, you forgive for yourself. And then what I mean by you put them in the past is when you think about them again, you make sure you don't think of them as a bad person. Oh, they're not there, they're this and that. Think of them like, oh yeah, I remember that person I used to love. I hope they're happy. I'm happy. But they're from my past. That could also work if you, for example, wanted to get out of a relationship and that person is clingy. Then you get onto the mindset of, I remember them. They used to contact me all the time, but now I have peace. I'm so glad they've moved on. They're with someone else. I'm with someone else. I'm happy. I'm healed. I'm in a relationship of my dreams with somebody else. And as soon as you think about them, you always put them back into the past. Remember that person that I used to know. I hope they're happy. I'm happy. And then you move on with your day. So whenever they come, you just stop your thoughts and immediately say, that is my ex. I've moved on. I'm happy. And your ego may be in the beginning, I don't believe that. And that is okay. You don't have to believe it in the beginning. I always talk about this imaginal act. imagine you eat an orange, then your conscious mind knows it's not real, but for your subconscious mind it is so real that your body is actually producing saliva. So you don't want to make your conscious mind believe in that moment, yeah, I'm over them, because you're obviously not, you're watching this video. But you want to tell your subconscious mind believe, I'm over them. And how do you make your subconscious mind believe? Constant repetition. Just like everything, every belief you have was a thought you kept thinking many times, or it is something you've heard many times. And with constant repetition of, yeah, I'm over them, I'm at peace, they're in my past, I'm with somebody. If you want to be somebody else, then you can manifest somebody else. And you sit down and you make a list of, what do I need in a person? What do I want? How is my dream person? And once you have healed your issues, again, if you still have abandonment issues, if you feel like you need a relationship in order to be happy, you're not attracting a healthy relationship. I'm sorry to say that, but you can forget that. It's not happening. But as soon as you have worked on your fears of abandonment and you created this healthy version of yourself, then you can attract somebody who is able to give you commitment, who is treating you well. If you learn to treat yourself well, if you learn to set boundaries, even to friends and families, because if you're not setting boundaries, you're telling the universe, look, universe, I don't deserve to be treated well. I don't do it myself. I don't deserve to be somebody's first choice. Always put myself last. Of course, we're not talking about egoism. There is a healthy in between. We still help other people in emergencies. We want to get helped as well, right? But if you're completely drained, it is okay to say no. If you're scared of saying no, then work on your self-concept, because then you have the belief, oh my God, I'm only worthy of love and respect if I always there for everybody else. Work on that. It's probably a childhood issue. You probably only got compliments from your parents if you did something good, and you got in trouble if you did something bad, and then you learned, oh, I always have to be good for other people. Now you can relearn that. However, you get over somebody by putting them into the past. Whenever they come up into your mind, you're not like, oh, they're still not contacting me. Don't think about, oh, they're not contacting me, if you want to have contact, because the universe reads no contact as the order that you send out and gives you no contact. So if you actually want to have contact, then you clear your issues, step number 1, and then you imagine being in contact. Then you tell your subconscious mind through constant repetition, oh, I'm the person who's always contacted by them. And by the way, I do have meditations on that. I do have the 8-hour meditation to listen through during the nights in order to reprogram your mind, or the ones to listen to during the day. But it is important to reprogram your mind. So if you want to get over somebody, and I just realized I could make a meditation on that as well, how to get over somebody, but you just constantly repeat, either if you want to have contact, you need to stop thinking, oh, they're not reaching out, when are they reaching out? And then they can come in because you already manifested them coming in by thinking about them positively. But then you were blocking that from coming by thinking negatively, the thoughts of lack. But now, if you really want to get out, put them into your past. I used to know them, I'm over them, I'm happy, they're happy, I'm at peace with it. And sooner or later, you have reprogrammed your beliefs to actually think that. Your subconscious mind will actually believe that. The universe reads, or your higher self reads, okay, we're over this person, we are at peace now. And then that will happen. But it has to be in your inside first, and then you will actually feel it. So this is how you get over a person. If you need help with that, you can reach out. I know it was a little bit of rambling, but it was a very spontaneous video. I am available for personal coaching, and watch my other content on how to get into that state of peace. Yeah? Okay, I wish you all the best now. Bye-bye.